Welcome back once again. Today we are at Finch Farm, which is now known as Finch Commons. I decided to start this one at night just to show everything all lit up and give you guys a little sneak peek and idea of exactly what the heck we're going into. This one I decided to go very raunchy with, keeping with the whole, wasteland theme. A lot of my other builds I always try to dress things up. But this one, I did a little bit, but you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But for the most part, it's as trashy as we can get. So let's get into this. Alright, so here we are, as I said, at Finch Farm, which has now been renamed Finch Commons. I said I, decided to stay a little raunchy with this one, keep it as much of a wasteland look as possible. And let's go take a look at what we did. So here we have our front entrance with our guards and junk walls surrounding the entire community here. So now this one I decided to build all the way up into the bridge. We got a ton of wood supports leading the whole way up there. And I kind of built this design on classes. Lower class at the bottom, middle class, and then upper class all the way at the very, very top. So with the lower class, we kept the original Finch house over here. And I actually built shacks into the supports that helps hold everything up. To me, that just seemed very, what do I want to say, on par for a whole wasteland feel of build what you can with what you can into wherever you can. So over here, decided to keep the farm. It's basically almost exactly the same. I just added some more fruits and veggies. That's about it. We have some supports going up here for that building, which we will talk about when we get up there. And then over here, more of our main supports. I'm actually going to go inside the center here so you can actually get a good look at what exactly I did. So I just have wood framing all the way around. And then a couple of random spots, just built some little houses for some of the not so well-to-do people. So, a couple of different stairwells. There's one here. This one will take you to all the different levels and all the way up top. Down in the back over here in the very, very corner, I built another shack up here. This one leads right out to the back side of the wall with an overlook and a guard. And this will give you another look from the back side of what Finch Commons looks like now. And also over in here, threw in some hidden turrets. And then we have our back gate, which leads to the little marketplace. And so yeah, a couple of houses built in. We also have our front stairwell.
Some sort of medical problem here?
Yeah, don't we all? Here's one of our stairwells again, leads up to another little shack built right into the main support that holds up the community as we get up there. And here we have our upper level finally. These are for the middle class people. They have slightly better homes, more space, more amenities. So there's one. And we have our stairwell that leads up to the next level. Here's our house number 2. Each one of these, they actually get their own bathroom. The lower level people, well, they just kind of go where they go. That's basically all there is to it. Over here on the side, this is again our side stairwell, the one that was all the way down there that will lead all the way to the top. And so here's the next level. These people are a little more well-to-do. They actually have a view and kind of a deck out there and so on and so forth. And here's house number 2. So they're all fairly similar builds. Used a lot of the barns, as you can see, for all this stuff down here. But yeah, these, like I said, are for more the well-to-do people. They get more views and better houses, so on and so forth. And now here's our only stairwell that reaches to the top, and I only put one for a very specific reason. Let's see if they're actually here, where they're supposed to be. But we have 2 guards. They keep the lower class people from reaching up here. Each one of them is supposed to be holding a gun. Gave them each Gauss rifles, but doesn't look like they're doing anything. Just kind of looks like they're pointing at the ground. But this upper section here is called Overpass. This is its own little private community up here.
Huh?
And here's house number 1, as you can see, for very well-to-do people. There's actually only one house up here. Down here we have our living space, as well as kitchen and dining area. And this person's well-to-do enough that they can afford an elevator. So let's go ahead and go up to floor number 2. And up here is the bedroom and the bathroom with its own view. As you can see, they could see for miles if it wasn't so foggy. But this is level number 2. Nice little big spacious bedroom here. And let's go up to level 3, which is Party Central. And so up here we got a couple pool tables, wet bar, radio, refrigerator, so on and so forth. And they also have their own private deck, so they can look down at those who are less fortunate. And so for this build, I went all the way to the very edges of the borders. For example, like right here, I can't even go out any further if I tried. It's all the way out into the red zone, basically. But yeah, so this is the first building of Overpass community. So we're on the 3rd floor. Let's head down to the 1st floor. And we'll continue on with our tour. Now coming up next, we have Overlook Hotel. Down here we have our lobby. We actually have a person where I put them, thankfully. Got their own little safe down there. And just a basic little lobby, nothing too special, just some seating. Display case that has nothing in it because I just never got around to it. Okay, 2nd floor. Okay, now each floor is basically its own room, and they do get nicer as they go up. This one's a little on the basic side, but still nicer than anything from the lower levels. Got your own little bathroom here, bedroom, and hell of a view. Okay, moving right along. 3rd floor. Now each one I basically duplicated this little landing area just to make it seem more hotel-like, 'cause that's the type of thing you would see in a hotel. And so this room's very similar to the other one. Maybe a little bit nicer, who knows. And again, we got their own little private bathroom. This one does get its own little bathtub, which nobody's cleaned in a long time. That's pretty freaking gross. Okay, now let's move on to the 4th floor, which is the presidential suite. Again, same landing pad, same lighting, same everything. And the presidential suite is actually a 2-story suite. Down here is basic living area and bathroom, toilet, bidet, bathtub, and then 2nd floor we have a full kitchen, dining room, and some seating and your bed. And then over here you also have the door for your own private deck. which overlooks this. Which now we're going to go take a quick look at that. So yeah, as you can see, this is all built with classes in mind. Lower class all the way in the bottom, and the more cap wealthy people all the way at the top. And okay, now we have Finch Arena. This originally I had built another house up here, but I kind of got bored with doing the same things over and over again, so I decided to do something a little bit different, something I haven't done before. So I made an arena here where people can fight to the death in the fighting cage. Down here on the first level, just basic seating, and a little bar area where you can grab your snacks, and the cages where the contestants are kept, weapons racks so that they can choose their weapons for fighting. There's our other cage and our other wet bar area. Get your drink on. And then for the cage I put in some extra lighting. At night it's all lit up inside here. You got the strobe lights that go off, and then I also decided to build an upper level to maximize more seating. And so I wanted to do this all the way around, but again I'm like right on the border of where you can actually build, so I couldn't do it on those two walls there. So we just did it up here, and I haven't put any contestants in here yet, but I definitely will be letting them fight to the death. And so this is Overlook, and this is all part of Overpass community. And so down over here is where that other stairwell was that I had mentioned before. And this is basically Finch Farm. I've redone a lot of stuff in here numerous times just to make it all look the way I wanted to. Had to tear apart this whole front section because I decided I wanted to put the guard posts in. And
Thanks again for getting me out of there.
yeah, you're welcome. And so yeah, this was just something that just kind of popped into my head when I learned that you could actually build on the bridge up there. I never knew that all the times I played this game. And I decided, you know what, let's build a massive wooden structure with different levels of housing. I initially was going to put a whole bunch more houses all up in there, but I didn't want to clutter it up, especially since the game was starting to get a little wonky with too much stuff in here. And the fact that building all these supports, stacking them up one on top of another, is actually quite annoying and time consuming. Just to do one level like that probably takes like a good 30 to 45 minutes, if not longer. And if you're wondering what I did to get that kind of solid base along the bottom there, those are just regular wood floors. That way it makes it look like it's an actual solid structure. But yeah, this is Finch Farm, Finch Commons, whatever you want to call it. This is my nice little raggedy build here. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below.